These are the 5 best effects for documentary video editing, and they took me years to learn. Slowly over time I learnt and implemented them into my edits, but if only someone would have made a tutorial and taught me how to do them, I would have improved much faster. And the most annoying thing is they are so easy to use once you know them. So let's save you years of struggle by learning these 5 effects, starting with Effect 1, the smooth wiggle. Ever had a static looking scene? Well, this effect will completely revolutionize your edits, and it will help your assets look more dynamic and vibrant. All we need to do is come to this website called Mr. Horse, press try for free, and download the project manager. Choose depending on what OS you're running on. Don't worry, this process is quick. Once you've downloaded everything, open up After Effects. Open up a project and go to the window panel. Select Animation Composer. I usually dock the panel here. Then, select the layer that you'd like to apply the smooth wiggle to. Go to Starter Effects and apply the cosine position and rotation effect. At first, we're gonna have way too much movement, so let's just adjust the values. Typically, I set the intensity to 35 and the X and Y values to roughly 5, and then set the angle to 0.3. This gives it a more subtle movement. Remember, you can tweak these values if there's either too little or too much movement. But now, let's add this bonus trick to make it even better. Create a keyframe for the scale value. Move forward 5 seconds and increase the value to 110%. Awesome, now this scene has a lot more motion. Effect 2, roughen edges. Photos, screenshots, and videos can look pretty boring with no effects, but this simple trick will spice them up, giving you a more interesting visual. And the best part is, it only takes less than a minute to do. Come to the effects panel and search for roughen edges. Drag it onto the layer. Increase the border value to 10 and the scale to 120. Then, let's hold Alt and left click on the stopwatch on random seed. Come to the expression and write time *5. This looks pretty cool. Now let's make it even better. Add a drop shadow to this layer. Make the color the same as the asset. In this case, I will set it to white. Then set the distance to 0 and softness to about 60. To make it stand out even more, add another drop shadow and set the direction to roughly 220 degrees. Then set the distance to 16 and the softness to 14. Now we're starting to get a nice result. Effect 3, gradient ramp. Ever need a quick and easy background which also looks clean? I got you. Let's create a solid color layer and add the gradient ramp effect to it. Change the ramp shape to radial ramp. Move the start of ramp to the middle, change the start color to something bright, and the end color to something a bit darker. Typically, you would want these colors to match, so if your start color is a bright orange, then do a kind of darker brown for the end color. Then, drag the Y value of the end ramp until you can no longer see a distinct circle. Now let's spice it up a little. Add a grid effect to the background layer. First, let's change its blending mode to normal. Then, change the size from to width and height sliders. Change the width to 200 and the height to about 150. Come down to border and change the value to 2. Then let's set the color to black and change the opacity to 25%. Now let's add optics compensation and set the field of view to 30. Cool, now just scale it up until it fits the screen. Nice. Effect 4, CC Snowfall. Now, nobody wants a boring background, so here's an easy way to add some sauce. Create an adjustment layer and put it above the background layer. Add the CC Snowfall effect. Set the flakes value to roughly 2500. Set the size to 8, set the opacity to 100, then set the color to the brightest color we used for the gradient ramp. Now let's take it a step further. Add an exposure effect to the adjustment layer. Create a keyframe for the exposure at the beginning. Move the playhead 5 seconds forward and set the exposure to -2.5. Now this edit is really coming together. Effect 5, CC page turn. Now here's a quick transition which looks premium and is super easy to do. Add the CC page turn to our asset. Move it above the drop shadow effects. Change controls to top left corner. Set the fold position so it sits just outside the top left corner of the asset. Move the playhead to about 3.5 seconds and keyframe the fold position. Move the playhead to 5 seconds and move the fold position control to the right and slightly down until the asset is no longer visible. Now select both the keyframes that we just made and press F9 to easy ease them. Then open the graph editor and make a curve like this. Turn on motion blur and boom, you've made a sick edit. And you can apply everything that we've learned in today's video to anything. So all of these effects are really useful, and I use them in every edit that I make. Now, if this video helped you, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you'd like me to cover in the next video. See ya.